Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are. Guys, I'm going to be doing a post-fight reaction to Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall. So stay tuned for that one. It's a good fight, that. It's a good fight. You know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of interested to see how Jack Catterall looks. I'm interested to see how Josh Taylor looked really drawn at the weigh-in yesterday. So I want to see how he performs because he looks like he's really struggling at the weight. He looks very drawn and gaunt. So I want to see how he performs because Jack Catterall seems quite motivated, quite hungry to do a job on Taylor here. So I'm going to be keen to see how Taylor handles Catterall's style. Catterall's a very good southpaw. I like Catterall. I think he's a good fighter, but Taylor should get him out of there. You know, late on, probably 7, 8. You know, maybe in 6, something like that. I think mid to late rounds. I think Taylor should get him out of there. You know, that's what I'm predicting. But we'll have to wait and see because Catterall looks bang up for it. It won't shock me if we see some a valiant effort from Catterall. But I want to talk about a breakdown of the fight that's been announced, Canelo Bivol. People have asked me for my breakdown. How do I see this fight going? Let's look at the attributes. Look, Canelo Alvarez, as we know, he's a very complete fighter. Got very fast hands, great ring IQ. Over the years, he's become very versatile. He's able to break guys down, become a very good pressure fighter, a very heavy-handed guy. He's got good body work. He slows you down, especially movers. He likes to go down to the body. He likes to slow you down, and then eventually weakens you. I look at Canelo a bit like a Komodo dragon, where he bites you and weakens you and weakens you and weakens you, and then eventually gets you to a point where you're literally like a sitting duck, and he then wipes you out. Just a bit like a Komodo dragon. They wait for you to weaken, and then they pounce and take you out. Canelo's a bit like that. He weakens the guy, waits for his opportunity, and then wipes you out. Bivol, on the other hand, is a very good mover. He's a very strong fighter, very big fighter. You know, not a big 175, but he's still big, you know, for Canelo. For me, I think Bivol, he's very fast of hands, very fast of feet. He's a great mover. He's also got good IQ. So I'm expecting him to move. I'm expecting him to do a lot of moving. I'm expecting him to put the jab in Canelo's face, making it difficult for Canelo, moving around the ring, making it a tough night's work for Canelo Alvarez. I expect Canelo to be cutting off the ring. If Bivol is able to get Canelo to respect his power, then Bivol might win this fight. There's no doubt about it. Bivol might be able to win a points decision. But that basically determines the fight for me. If Bivol is not able to get Canelo to respect his power, so if Canelo early on is boxing and Canelo might be losing a couple rounds, and Canelo thinks this guy hasn't got power, Canelo's going to walk straight through Bivol. He's going to walk him down. He's going to start breaking him down. And Canelo hits too hard. I don't care how big Bivol is. Canelo hits too hard for anybody. He'll start breaking you down, slowing you down if you haven't got the power, and then start wiping you out. Even people say, well, look at Jacobs. Jacobs had power in his shots. Jacobs had pop in his shots, so Canelo couldn't be reckless in that fight. That's why Jacobs had success. If you're not able to hurt Canelo, or you're not able to push Canelo back, i.e. Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, those guys haven't got the power in their punches. If you haven't got the power, right, you're not going to be able to stop Canelo. People keep talking about the Mayweather fight. Firstly, that was a long time ago. And secondly, fighters like Mayweather don't come along very often. No one's Mayweather. No one's going to be able to do the stuff that Mayweather could do. So stop saying Mayweather. You know, there's too many in that Mayweather fight. Canelo wasn't the fighter he was. Secondly, Mayweather's on another level to these guys. These guys aren't Mayweather. Mayweather is once in a generational talent. You're not going to get someone like Mayweather. So stop saying Mayweather. Mayweather was Mayweather, right? So for me, this is how I see the fight playing out, right? And Steven, you're not going to agree with me. I know Steven said the other day that Bivol is going to smoke Canelo. Bivol is going to do this and that. Bivol is too strong. Bivol is this. Bivol hasn't got the power to keep Canelo off. He hasn't. He doesn't punch hard enough, as far as I'm concerned, as far as what I've seen. He doesn't punch hard enough to keep Canelo off. And Canelo eventually will start walking Bivol down, start hitting him hard to the body, breaking him down, slowly weakening him, like I said earlier. Weaken him. And then I expect Canelo to score a late stoppage in this fight. I think Canelo will stop Dmitry Bivol late on. I think he'll knock him out. I do. And people may say, Imran, you're mad, you're clueless, you're talking absolute nonsense. Canelo knocking out Bivol. Are you mad? Are you stupid? But I'm telling you, Canelo will stop Bivol in this fight, because I don't see Bivol being able to take the firepower that Canelo's going to be dishing out. And I don't think Bivol has the... If Bivol has the... Listen, if I'm wrong, this is the only way Bivol wins the fight, if Bivol makes Canelo respect his power. If Bivol's got power to keep Canelo off, if Bivol's got power to push Canelo back, then Bivol, for me, may nick the fight. I think that here's the thing. I don't think, even if the fight's close, because I don't see anyone schooling Canelo, I don't think you're going to get the decision. Canelo will win. You'd have to batter Canelo. You'd have to make it a very conclusive win. And I don't see anyone doing that. Listen, Canelo's going to beat Bivol. I don't think it's going to go to the judges. I don't think it's going to go to the scorecards. I think Canelo's going to do the business, do the job on him. I think Canelo will stop him. I think Canelo has got used to fighting these type of style, hence why he's gone with Bivol. You know, Eddie Reynoso and Canelo, they do a lot of studying prior to taking the fight. And they know that Bivol, they've got used to fighting this type of style. You know, a lot of people think Canelo struggles with movers, struggles with guys that put jabs in his face. But, you know, a lot of people talk about the Kovalev fight. Kovalev was having a lot of success. Yes, but you're going to have success with Canelo. Canelo isn't going to be able to comprehensively outbox all the big guys that can box and move. However, Canelo will break you down. Canelo will weaken you, break you down, slow you down, eventually take you out. If you look at all the guys that are fast of feet, fast of hands, that lack punching power, the pattern of the fight's been going pretty similar. Saunders had a bit of success against Canelo, but eventually Canelo started weakening him, started getting on top and wiped him out. Caleb Plant had success. Canelo got on top, weakened him, slowed him down, and then stopped him. You know, Canelo has become very mature. His performances have become very mature. He doesn't waste a lot of punches, right? He doesn't waste, you know, he doesn't walk around the ring, and he's very effective. Every move in there is well planned. He's not wasting energy. He's not wasting punches. Everything is very well calculated. He's a very calculated fighter. And for me, unfortunately, Bivol, for me, doesn't have the attributes to beat Canelo. I'm open with it. If you disagree, you disagree. For me, Canelo Alvarez will stop Bivol in this fight. He'll stop him late on. I've told you guys now, I don't think Bivol has the attributes. Look, if Bivol had punching power, right? If he had punching power, for me, basically, you need Golovkin-type punching power along with skills. There's not many fighters like that. Canelo is so complete at this point. I don't want anyone to bring up Mayweather in the comments. Don't bring up Mayweather. Mayweather is once in a generational talent, right? Mayweather's boxing IQ was off the charts. Like, Mayweather's boxing IQ was plus 200. Like, you ain't gonna get a fighter with that kind of boxing IQ, with that kind of mindset. You're just not. Bivol isn't that. No one is that. Andrade isn't that. There isn't fighters out there that have got that kind of boxing IQ. So there's no point of bringing Mayweather into the discussion, because Mayweather's once in a lifetime type fighter, right? So for me, if Bivol is to win this fight, he needs to be able to get Canelo to respect his power. If Bivol can't get Canelo to respect his power, Bivol can't win this fight. Simple. He's not going to win this fight on a jab alone. He's not going to win this fight by moving and jabbing, because Canelo has got used to fighting guys like that. All Canelo's going to do, he's going to go down to the body. He's going to weaken the body, put water in the basement, slow those legs down. Bivol will become a more hittable target. And then Canelo's going to slowly weaken him, and eventually take him out. That's what Canelo does. That's what Canelo does against these type of fighters. So has Bivol got something up his sleeve? Has he got the power? You know, I don't think he's got the power. You know, can Bivol prove me wrong? If Bivol is able to get Canelo to respect his power and get Canelo thinking, and not like respect in the sense where he's able to wobble him or hurt him, but just when Canelo comes forward and Bivol hits him with a shot and Canelo goes, whoa, I can't be reckless here. I can't just start walking down aggressively because this guy's got power, like he was able to do with Amir Khan, where Amir Khan had no power. So he knew all he could do is same as Saunders. He didn't respect their power. So all he could do is just charge forward, become aggressive, because he knows they can't hurt him. He knows they can't hurt him. And if the same with Kovalev, in a way, Kovalev had a reputation as a puncher, but in that fight, he wasn't really letting his punches go. He wasn't really letting his power punches go because Kovalev was gun shy. He was afraid because of the fact that he had been stopped previously and he had been put down. He was worried that if he gets caught with a shot, he might get hurt. So Kovalev was wary, so he was trying to jab his way to victory. But eventually, Canelo slowed him down, hit him with some good shots. He saw Kovalev was weakening. He upped the pressure. Kovalev started to weaken, and eventually, he wiped Kovalev out. Same with Caleb Plant. Same with Amir Khan. They all weakened. Saunders as well. They all started to weaken during the fight. With Saunders, it was more like he hit him with a big shot, which Canelo is capable of as well. Canelo is capable of hitting you with a big shot and wiping you out. That he has that kind of power. So, for me, what's that? For me, Canelo Alvarez, if Bivol isn't able to get him to respect his power, unfortunately, Bivol is going to struggle in this fight. The only way Bivol has a chance and Bivol can win is if Bivol is able to push Canelo back, if Bivol is able to get Canelo to respect his power, so Canelo can't just come forward recklessly and start whipping in those body shots, because those body shots are vicious. Once those body shots start landing on a consistent basis, they weaken you, they slow you down. Those body shots, you could feel those body shots landing on Saunders, and you could just see, like Amir Khan, when he fought Canelo, you should have seen the redding on Amir Khan's body. His whole body was red. His whole side was all red. That's the power that Canelo has. Canelo's like, if Canelo starts hitting you to the body consistently, you're in big trouble. The only way you can stop that is by being able to get him to respect your power. Golovkin did that. So Canelo wasn't able to come forward and throw body shots, because in order for Canelo to do that, he'd be putting himself in danger against Golovkin, because Golovkin can hit. So I just don't think Bivol has those attributes. I don't think Bivol has the power. So I think Canelo will walk straight through him. I do. I think Bivol will have some success. He may win some rounds, but eventually Canelo will start throwing caution to the wind, start upping the pressure, hitting him with huge body shots, slowing him down, weakening him, and I think Canelo will take him out eventually. That's my take on this fight. I think Canelo will knock out Dmitry Bivol late on. What do you guys think? I want to know your opinion. If you think Dmitry Bivol is going to cause the upset, leave your comments. I want to know your prediction for this fight. I want to know what you guys think happens in this fight. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button on this video. Hit the subscribe button. Share the video, guys. I'm going for Canelo to knock out Bivol late on in this fight. How do you see this fight going? I want to know your opinion. Leave your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.